What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the top 5 hidden altcoins or cryptocurrencies that could have the potential of seeing what could be 1,000 times gains or even just crazy runs in the near future for the end of 2021 into 2022. Now, if you guys are curious, we are going to be looking at 5 specific ones that are in no particular order, but it is Ethereum, XRP, Chainlink, Solana, as well as BNB or Binance Coin. Otherwise, if you guys are interested in learning more about these cryptocurrencies and why they are my top 5 picks, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into today's episode. All right, guys, as you know, there are a ton of different cryptocurrencies within the market. As you guys can see on the screen clear as day, there are thousands to choose from. So how do we know which ones are the best or which ones are the worst? Now, I have a kind of different view on the way these markets should be looked at and the way these cryptocurrencies should be looked at. It's pretty much going over my past personal experience within cryptocurrency since 2016. So it has been quite a run since we've had, and we've actually are seeing some of these cryptocurrencies at prices and levels that honestly I did not think we'd see in a very long time. I mean, starting off with Ethereum, which is doing absolutely incredible, over $3,000 in current value. There are some reasons why I believe it's doing really well. So Ethereum is both a cryptocurrency and a blockchain platform, and Ethereum is a favorite for program developers because of its potential applications, like so-called smart contracts that automatically execute when conditions are met, as well as non-fungible tokens, which most of you should know by now by NFTs. Also, Ethereum has experienced tremendous growth in just the past 5 years. Its price went from about $11 to over $3,000, increasing roughly about more than 27,000%. Ethereum has been around for quite some time here in the space, and it's actually seemed to be moving at some pretty incredible rates. Now, really what caught my attention within Ethereum is just how many cryptocurrencies actually use Ethereum as its main source. So maybe people aren't investing in Ethereum directly, but they are using or inadvertently using Ethereum when they do decide to create their own cryptocurrencies, or some other major cryptocurrencies within the space actually rely on Ethereum's network to create their own cryptocurrency and their own blockchain. So being that Ethereum is open sourced and that there's a lot of other cryptocurrencies using the Ethereum platform, it all indirectly moves back into Ethereum as a whole, which is why I have invested in Ethereum. Now, the other thing to consider with Ethereum is the fact that there's a lot of DeFi cryptocurrencies and, with the NFTs and gas fees and all that stuff that actually, once again, use the Ethereum blockchain. And as that market explodes and expands, money will be moved into Ethereum and use Ethereum for its transactions. So now that you guys have the general understanding of why I like Ethereum so much, looking at things on a different technical scale, as you guys know from the date published, we're seeing some very interesting movements. So short term, we do see a big rally and rise within Ethereum. We are starting to see what could be a double bottom formation, or what is a double bottom formation at play, and it's allowing the price of Ethereum to pump even higher, back up to its prior high, and this usually stems the start of a double bottom and a bigger breakout. So as you guys can see, a double bottom breakout looks like this. Pulling it up right here, you can see on images kind of that pattern that we see. So you can see it is the beginning of the rally, calling the bottom of the rally, which then initiates a big run after it breaks through its bottom support and neckline. So the fact that we just broke through this top resistance, breaking through the start, we then see the patterns increase and jump even higher. So as you guys can see with Ethereum, we're starting to see that sideways consolidation, very similar to where the break happened. And then it should allow the prices to pump even higher, breaking through prior highs for 2021. So I do believe, with this being said, we should see some very high prices and ultimately retesting the top of its all-time high, which was closer to about $4,300 within Ethereum. Now, looking at Ethereum in regards to a long-term outlook and a long-term view of the coin. I do have it pulled up here on the weekly, and just deleting some of these older lines that I have drawn on, you can see hopefully the start of an uptrend here. And this is crucial and honestly very critical for the success of Ethereum. Notice here how once we started to retest bottom support here, we eventually broke away from Ethereum and exploded up in price all the way up to its all-time high, and then immediately started to consolidate. Now, we have been in a bear market for quite some time on Ethereum, but it's fairly short term. It started in May and ended in July, so we had all of May, all of June, and all of July, about 90 days of this consolidation. And although it's a bearish move in the short term, long term, it actually allows the coin to pump even higher. Now, what do I mean by that? What are you guys looking at? How are you basing your judgment off this? Well, realistically, you can see how extremely overbought the price of Ethereum was, and what it needed was to consolidate back down into less overbought territory in order to pump higher. Once again, retesting its all-time highs, we were also overbought, not allowing the price of Ethereum to pump even higher. So we needed more consolidation and a correction back downwards. You can see that same thing happens, but now that it's fallen, it's landed at a newer high. Each time we fall, it's at a higher low, which is great move. So each time it dumps, it's going to be higher than the last, which will allow it to pump even higher than the prior move. So you can see right now, we're very close to becoming or retesting its all-time highs, but we're so much lower and nowhere near overbought as we were back here when we retested 4,400. So I do believe in the long term, ending, as you can see, the end of 2021 into 2022, we can extend this chart out. We could easily extend this support using this potentially as the new movements into 2022. We can easily see prices of Ethereum breach through $4,400 into $6,000 levels, almost doubling its price. Maybe not 1,000 times, but definitely going to the 200% in the very near future. Obviously, there are some other cryptocurrencies that may see a much bigger rally, which we'll talk about in a second. So, moving on to XRP. Now, obviously, if you're a subscriber on the channel, you'll probably know we talk a lot about XRP. It was created by some of the same founders as Ripple, a digital technology and payment processing company. XRP can be used on the networks to facilitate exchanges of different cryptocurrency types, including the fiat currencies and other major currencies. And at the beginning of 2017, the price of XRP was just 0.006%. And as of August of 2021, its price reached $1.14, which is about a 19,000% rise. As you guys know, we talk about XRP all the time here on the channel. It has plenty of potential, and it's even shown signs of its prior potential that we can use to basically gauge and reference where XRP could be moving to in the near future. Now, short term on XRP, you guys are probably seeing what I see, which is lower high formations. You can see right here, prior one, here, and then here again. You can see constant lower high formations, which is ultimately pushing it down on its trend line, which at some point in the short term will decide to break through its bottoms or its top resistance. You can also see there is a price ceiling right here set at about $1.27, which within the next couple of days we should be able to break through. Regardless of how this formation is moving, short term we look really well. Even if we extend it out the trend line and we don't actually break through here, you can see that it does come to an end, which is retesting its bottom support, which looks very good in helping XRP rise to newer highs. And you can see what I mean by that. So even if the prices of XRP don't actually pump above there and we fill in this gap here, we are going to see a bigger rally as we retest bottom supports soon. So regardless of whether or not we break through the trend line here, I do believe we are going to be seeing a very nice pump to the upside soon within XRP on the short term. And then moving towards its long term, looking at the weekly, you can see it's kind of mimicking its old ways. We had a major run back in 2017, 2018 to its all-time high of 329. And the reason XRP has so much potential is of the cryptocurrencies, the major altcoins, XRP has not hit its all-time high yet. All the other cryptocurrencies have set all-time highs in 2021, but moving forward, XRP is fairly undervalued in the fact that we've seen its potential and we've seen where it can go to, and it's only a matter of time before we go back up there and retest that. Not only that, there's a ton of hype and talk about the SEC lawsuit, what exactly is going on with that, and with that comes a lot of people patiently waiting for the news, buying the rumor and selling the news, which should come very soon towards the end of 2021 into 2022, which will allow in the inflation and price jump of XRP, which seems to be undervalued now, and people are a little nervous about the delistings on major cryptocurrencies exchanges. But very soon, when the lawsuit finally decides to be over with, and we can finally understand what happened and who won and who lost, it should hopefully, if they do win, allow for the relisting of XRP onto major exchanges, Coinbase, Binance, things like that, and that should ultimately help explode the price of XRP even more. And where are we looking? You can see I've drawn a small downtrend, or sorry, a small support level right here, and if we extend this out and use that to basically continue the price of movement within XRP into, we can do 2022, which ends right about here, actually much quicker than I had envisioned, and allow the price to jump even higher. You can see where that actually soars the price of XRP. It actually shoots us up to over 200% gains, up to about 161, which could obviously send us even higher. Now, the next cryptocurrency to talk about is Chainlink. Now, for those that don't know what Chainlink is, let me explain. Now, also, Chainlink or Link tokens have been used to pay node operators for retrieving data for smart contracts and also to deposits placed by node operators as required by contract creators. The Link token is an ERC-677 token that inherits functionality from the ERC-20 token standard and allows token transfers to contain a data payload. Now, the reason I like it so much is because of the most significant, use of the ERC-20, which is based on the Ethereum token. ERC-20 has emerged as a technical standard, and it is used for all smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain for token implementation and provides a list of rules that Ethereum-based tokens must follow, which is why Ethereum is also in the top 5 list. ERC-20 is similar in some respects to Bitcoin and Litecoin and any other cryptocurrency. ERC-20 tokens are blockchain-based assets that have value and can be sent and received. The primary difference is that instead of running on their own blockchain, ERC-20 tokens are issued on the Ethereum network. So guys, I have a very interesting story about Chainlink. Currently, it being at $28. Notice the prior low. It's been closer to $1.83, if not $2 back in 2017. And early 2020, we actually saw prices at $13. And that's pretty much where I actually started to buy into this cryptocurrency, which is pretty wild, within very interesting twist. So most of you know by now, I actually use Bityard as my main exchange here on my channel. And for most people, you do end up using it too. Now, when I decide to sell off and sell out and withdraw money from Bityard, what I end up doing is converting it into Chainlink and then sending it over to Coinbase or Coinbase Pro to converting it into US dollars to pay for bills. Now, the interesting thing that actually happens right now is within the fact that I've chosen Chainlink inadvertently over other cryptocurrencies, XRP, USDT, things like that. Obviously, Coinbase within the US or within New York doesn't accept US dollar, or I think Coinbase at all doesn't accept USD or USDT, sorry, but they don't accept XRP as well. So it kind of leaves a few options in regards to how to actually transfer this. And the reason I stuck with Chainlink is because of the cheap and low fees, as well as the fact that it has an extremely fast transaction speed, which are many reasons why I use that as a cryptocurrency and why I purposely have faith in this cryptocurrency to see major runs in the future. We've also seen potential of how high it's gone, and as more cryptocurrency exchanges are adopting it and more people are using these to transfer cryptocurrency back and forth, I tend to think that Chainlink has bigger potential. Now, looking at Chainlink right here, I do have it pulled up on the weekly. Long term, once again, I do have an uptrend drawn out. You can see we have an all-time high back in May of 2021, which was not long ago, but you can see it's leading an uptrend as well as its moving average here. And every time it seems to come into contact with its bottom support at about $13 here, it tends to explode up at a very fast rate. The other thing to take notice of within Chainlink here is it does have a very nice amount of market cap as well as circulating supply. It's nothing too crazy, 447 million coins in circulation. It's not nearly as high as what I've seen in other major cryptocurrencies like XRP and so forth. But with that being said, looking at the technical side of Chainlink, the fact is it has plenty of potential to pump even higher. And I just think this is the beginning to the adoption of Chainlink within the crypto space and the crypto DeFi network. And with that being said, I do believe that this is just the start, and we should see potentially a big percentage jump as the prices start to continue into 2021. I can easily see by the end, we can see a 200% jump, and even higher as prices rise and as more Chainlink gets added to its circulating supply and gets minted. We should potentially see big runs easily up to 400, 500, and honestly, even 1,000 times percent, because it doesn't set the coin that high, up to maybe $250 as more money is getting dumped into cryptocurrency, as more people are leaving potentially stock markets, S&P 500, and just long-term investments like that. They're trying to find a better way to secure their assets, and I do believe Chainlink is one that people are going to push their money into. And now, to wrap things up with today's video, we do have to look at Solana as well as Binance Coin. Here are my takes on Solana. Now, recent to the space, Solana, which is fairly new, was developed to help power decentralized finance. As most of you know by now, this ever-increasing and really attention-grabbing DeFi market, basically decentralized apps or dApps and smart contracts, Solana runs on a unique hybrid proof of stake and proof of history mechanisms that help it process transactions quickly and securely. Solana's native token powers the platform, and launched in 2020, which was just a couple of months ago. Prices start at 77 cents on their launch, and now it's over $73, which is over a 9,400% gain. So guys, since Solana is so heavily invested into within the DeFi space, and the fact that it is currently exploding as I'm making this technical analysis video, I do believe that Solana has plenty of potential, as it is kind of at the peak right now. We don't know where it's going to be going to in the future, and as DeFi is just now becoming a very big thing and a big craze, I do believe by the end of 2021 into 2022, we should see a much bigger jump in price. So with the start of Solana running from $21, we've already jumped at an incredible rate of 256%, and I don't think it's going to end there. Just in the next couple of weeks, if it jumps to another $145, we should be able to see 570% gain, if not all the way up to $245, which really doesn't seem that out of the picture for Solana, which could set us up to over 1,000% jump. So Binance Coin, or BNB. Basically, the Binance Coin is a form of cryptocurrency that you can use to trade and pay fees on Binance, one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, which is why it has so much potential. Since its launch in 2017, Binance Coin has expanded past merely facilitating trades on Binance's exchange platform, and now it can be used for trading, payment processing, or even booking travel arrangements. It can also be traded or exchanged for other forms of cryptocurrency, such as Ethereum or Bitcoin. And its price in 2017 was just 10 cents, which blows my mind since I was trading and looking at it almost every day on the Binance platform when it was allowed in New York within the United States. And by August of 2021, it's now over $419, which is more than a 419,000% gain, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Wrapping things up with Binance Coin, and why I believe so much into Binance Coin is because of its use case. Unlike some other cryptocurrencies, Binance Coin actually has a use case created. I actually remember when Binance created the Binance Coin, which was, pretty cheap back then. And since Binance Coin has become one of the #1 cryptocurrency exchanges within, the world, many people are going to be using Binance Coin itself on their exchange to regulate and move the cryptocurrencies to the upside. Now, the other thing you have to consider is it's not just Binance Coin that's going to see an impact on here. Keep an eye out for other exchanges that start to use their own cryptocurrency to trade around within their space. Binance Coin is a prime example of the potential that these other cryptocurrencies can have. So if Coinbase decides to launch Coinbase Coin, it may be smart to get into that listing and that sale prior to the major run that it's probably going to take, as it will have such a major use case and value, as you can see the percentage gain on Binance Coin in the very near future. Now, Binance Coin is definitely going to be one of those slow growth, more so blue chip cryptocurrencies. You can see there's a very nice uptrend that's starting on this coin, and I think this could really set the scale for the long-term growth of Binance in the near future. Now, as you guys can see, this is just the start of this uptrend. We are a little bit farther away from the weekly charts, which we may at some point come back down to retest. But from the start here, I do believe we could easily see the growth of Binance Coin easily set us up for levels as high as $1,000, if not higher. Otherwise, guys, those are my top 5 picks for the undervalued altcoins that should be seeing a pretty big run in the near future. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.